of the Def crew. Oh no, it's Daft crew. What is it again?
The fuck crew.
Yeah, we're not really going to say that though. Dafuk.
Why? It's F-U-Q.
Dafuk.
Dafuk.
Dafuk crew versus Sitto. And it's still me, Disrepute, with me buddy Vor. And this is going to be the third map, Purgatory. First map and second map.
First map was Hidden Fortress.
Sitto took that, I'd imagine.
Yes,
then?
very comfortably.
Very comfortably.
And then the second map was Grim Dungeons, which was taken by the Foot crew very comfortably.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. The lineups will be Vision, Yoko, Krissa, and DK. Very much a lot of 4K players there.
Yes.
They were very dominant online the last few years. Sitto, Flash, Zyrinx, Chain, and Q50. Bit of UK rep in there. The Plasma Master Q50. Expect to see him all over Mega Eivor.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance of that.
3, 2, 1.
And we are live and following Vision off the start. Getting that
Yeah,
shotgun.
I don't like this spawn. Even though you get yellow and shotgun, I don't really like it.
Well, especially if somebody gets a rail and just rails you and then you chase them and get railed a second time and lose it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not ideal at all. I actually have power-up times for.
Well, so do I.
Wow, and it's a relatively late one.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'd call it middle of the road.
Well, okay, 49. In Q50's point of view, he's chilling out at the quad already. And in fact, two of his teammates there as well. Q50 managed to pick up 2 shotguns away from his teammates who have no weapons. There's
So
the
he needs to
quad.
be careful of Vision raining down.
Somebody
on
needs
him.
to grab this quad. Look at the delay
Why is
between
it
the 2
being
power-ups. Krissa.
Like both being delayed, I mean, it was just weird.
And they switched round. It looked like...
that
oh,
is
whoa!
an amazing ambush.
What an ambush
by
by DK. They switched round to the battlesuit in the hands of Krissa. So who do you think is going to be favourite for this map, Vor?
Honestly, I can't really say because I've not really watched this Defeat crew play, and I know Sitto are reasonably strong on this map, but it isn't their strongest of maps either. You know, they're very strong in Hidden Fortress, more so than most other maps. So you just know they're a solid team on this map. And Defeat crew have got some extremely good players, especially Krisa, of course.
80% rail at the moment, 2 impressives. He did take that last battlesuit as well. And you'd imagine with experienced players like Yoko, Krissa, DK, of course, well known for his guides and the fact he's a great tactics caller. You'd imagine they're going to miss too many power-ups, which is often, as we saw earlier, the key to this map. If you can get those
they're
extra
going to
power-ups.
have great timing on more than one item, aren't they? They're going to have, obviously, great timing on the red, is presumably, but also the key weapons such as the rail.
Look at this. Krissa covering it for his teammates to take control of it. I'm going to cycle away from Krissa though. As exciting as he is.
Yeah, when he's not got a lot of health and he's not moving around much.
We are on Vision's pole. He had taken that mega health. Although they seem to be pinned on the rail side of the map at the moment. So I'm going to have a look around at what Sitto are doing.
Yeah, they might be pinned away from that red, but they also look very comfortable. They're not running around throwing away frags like maybe some other teams would.
Krissa up in this rocket launcher position by the battlesuit. He has taken out Flash. He basically took out the battlesuit guy as well, and it could be 50-50. No, Yoko goes down.
Drop down, you have to say.
Oh, Q50 secures it 2 seconds before it spawns. He's got the mega health as well. Zyrinx with the quad. It's a double power up for Sitto.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I kind of think it was a mistake to try and drop onto the power up so early. It's as if they didn't have the time, you know, exact.
Both teams kind of did it as well. I mean,
yeah. You know, you
Something
saw Krissa
Q50.
give up a strong position to drop on it, and it didn't work out for him because he was just so early onto it. It's not a platform you want to be stood on.
here's a Q50. He had the last mega. He's still got 180 health. Rocket launcher in hand. He has got a plasma gun, but only 1 cell with that. Catches out DK in the air, drops him off. DK is eliminated. Q50's taken a great route round there. Look at what he's achieved. 3 frags, basically. And
yeah, and he's
position
patrolling
rails.
this. Oh, he's lost out to Creaser in this fight, but patrolling that area that he was, you know, the top area above the red, is a very good place to keep control of for your team. Great access, obviously, to the rail gun, and just making sure no one can shoot down into that red, or if your team doesn't have red, you can shoot down into red and try and nullify that pickup.
Chrissa in this same position now. He does have a lightning gun with 150 ammo.
Yeah, and that variation of weaponry is quite important when you're playing that sort of position, because, you know, it's very tight in some places for the rockets, but as you can see from his pod now, also long straights for which to shoot down with that lightning gun.
Rip apart his opponents with a lightning gun. The 2 lightning guns up against him, but he did do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he's crippled both of those players.
Oh, chain somehow. What the hell? How isn't he dead? Still not dead, but he's not going to switch away from his LG.
That is not great, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, he got a tiny bit off at the end, but it's given away an important gun.
Luckily for him, didn't really result in too much, although they have lost out on the power-up in the end. It's Chrissa with the battlesuit. Almost thought it was a double power-up for some reason. Switch back to the quad 100 Q50 with the quad up against the battlesuit. He's only got rocket launcher, which means he can't realistically attack the battlesuit player. I'm going to switch around to Chrissa, who's decided to come back on this route right last second. Gets in behind Chain there. Easy kill. Don't know where
yeah,
Q50
and
went.
here for this next red pickup, lightning gun's available as well.
Well, they defended that really well. And it's interesting that they sort of play a much slower game compared to most teams, and Sitto, I'd imagine, are very much a fast-paced style team, so they're just sort of forcing Sitto into a more methodical play style.
Yeah, they have lost out on this red to Sitto though, and that's not what they want, because when they're playing this slower style, it helps to have the items, because otherwise you can just be overwhelmed then. You know, the other team can force the
Nice
pace.
rockets from DK, taking out Zyrinx. Did pick up that red. As you say, I mean, if Zyrinx gets out of there, fine, and then there's sort of rushes right on top of Def Crew. And then you'll have another Sitto player picking up the next red. It can overwhelm a team that plays a slow gameplay, but you can play really slow, tactical style, really lock down areas.